China, Great Britain, and the Jamaican team. Decent start for Ashley Nelson. Don't forget Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce on the last leg. It's pretty even, you've got to say. Brazil and Australia started quickly. Let's look for the first handover. All pretty good, looks safe. A very good handover for Great Britain, moving past Jamaica. So now we got Bianca Williams taking over from Mexico. Bianca Williams has got the baton, and China giving chase here, but it's Great Britain performing superbly well. Jamaica trying to come back into it. Daryl Nita's going to have Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce chasing her. China not too far away. But can Britain hold on? Look at Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce like a steam train, express train, gets it on the line. 42.29. Well, the time will be irrelevant for the Jamaican select. She looks as though she's just been for a stroll in the park. But, my goodness me, that was incredible from Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. A good performance from Great Britain, to be fair, 42.30. Colin, I mean, we've seen things in the relays, you know, Bolt and all the rest of it, but what a final leg that was there. A bit of a smile from her, because sprinters like her don't, you know, chasing down like that isn't, you know, you don't get a chance to do that too often, do you?
No, you know, she would have loved the fact that she actually did enough to nip it, but I think she'd be a little bit furious with her other teammates, really, because their changes were disastrous down there, and that's what put her in that position where she ended up having to chase the performance. Watch this one there, then right in the middle, look at that to Elaine Thompson, all over the place. And Elaine gets to the baton, gets herself very stable then, and starts then to charge down Ermani. Again, look how messy this change ends up being. Hands all over the place, they just get the baton in the hand, and of course they put themselves under a lot of pressure. But here I was watching this changeover very carefully with the British quartet there, because that was right on the edge. And so edge is good enough. She gets the baton, of course, and waiting for Shelly-Ann to come steaming down, because you know what her capabilities are. And Nita would be hopefully glancing at the screen and thinking, no, I'm gonna hang on. But look, Shelly-Ann just outlined a brilliant performance. Excited for the crowd, Steve.
I think technically it's impossible to have, to have one athlete on a certain level of slow motion and another one on another, because it doesn't look like Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce that it's going at the same speed, just eating up the ground. Great race, very well done by the British quartet. Good time, they needed that. The under-20
squad running in that preferred lane 6. Yep, she calls herself the Jersey girl. Ran here in high school. And so from the inside, it's Jamaica, the USA, the British Virgin Islands, and the second USA squad out in lane 8. Fairly even through the first exchange, and let's see how the exchanges go. Good ones for the USA out in 8 and in 6. And the Jamaicans trying to get back into it. Now Gardner on that third leg. She's trying to work on her speed as a potential 200-meter double. If she can make the U.S. team, does very well now. The handoff to Akinnison. And here comes the final leg. Akinnison and Elaine Thompson.
Chase the performance. Watch this one there, then right in the middle, look at that to Elaine Thompson, all over the place. And Elaine gets to the baton, gets herself very stable then, and starts then to charge down Ermani. Again, look how messy this change ends up being. Hands all over the place, they just get the baton in the hand. And of course, they put themselves under a lot of pressure. But here I was watching this changeover very carefully with the British quartet there, because that was right on the edge. And so edge is good enough. She gets the baton, of course, and waiting for Shelly-Ann to come steaming down, because you know what her capabilities are. And Nita will be hopefully glancing at the screen and thinking, no, I'm gonna hang on. But look, Shelly-Ann just outlined a brilliant performance. Excited for the crowd, Steve.
I think technically it's impossible to have excuse me, to have one athlete on a certain level of slow motion and another one on another, because it doesn't look like Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce that it's going at the same speed, just eating up the ground. Great race, very well done by the...
One of the most electrifying 4x100m relays in recent memory unfolded at the Müller Games, where Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce reaffirmed her status as one of the all-time greats in women's sprinting. The Jamaican squad entered the event under immense expectations, set to face stiff rivals from Great Britain and China. As the teams took their positions, spectators braced for a contest that would blend suspense, strategy, and raw speed. From the starting gun, the lanes were tightly contested. Teams from Brazil, Australia, Great Britain, and China all surged forward aggressively. Great Britain executed a near-perfect first baton exchange, gaining a slight advantage over Jamaica. Bianca Williams, handling the second leg for the British outfit, kept her team in command, while Jamaica's handovers stumbled with small delays and missteps. Still, the true drama was reserved for the final leg, a segment that would soon etch Fraser-Pryce's brilliance into the memories of everyone watching. Handing off the baton in third, Fraser-Pryce, affectionately nicknamed Mommy Rocket, after her return from maternity, unleashed a surge that electrified the stadium. Her stride was long, powerful, and precise, cutting down the distance between herself and the leaders with remarkable efficiency. Daryl Nata of Great Britain resisted with all her might, striving to maintain the slim advantage, yet Fraser-Pryce's raw velocity proved insurmountable. She surged past Nata just at the finish, clinching victory for Jamaica in 42.29 seconds. The British squad crossed mere hundredths of a second behind at 42.30, underscoring the razor-thin margin that made the finish so unforgettable. Analysts and commentators were left astonished. One remarked that the rest of the field appeared almost frozen in comparison, highlighting Fraser-Pryce's unmatched form, tactical awareness, and relentless competitiveness. Despite earlier shaky handoffs and a hesitant start from her teammates, Fraser-Pryce's anchor leg transformed the relay into an iconic display of skill and determination. The race also illuminated areas for improvement in Jamaica's baton strategy. Observers noted imperfect timing during the second and third exchanges, exposing potential vulnerabilities that could have jeopardized the outcome. Yet, the anchor leg's brilliance overshadowed any technical flaws, turning potential setbacks into a triumphant spectacle. Fans erupted in jubilation, particularly in Jamaica, where Fraser-Pryce's performances continue to symbolize national pride. Her ability to command the track, even after returning from motherhood and with a career nearing its later stages, strengthens her reputation as a legend of the sport. Each appearance seems to defy age, expectations, and conventional limits. Meanwhile, the video noted the ongoing situation of Elaine Thompson-Herah, once a dominant figure in sprinting who has faced injury setbacks. With no competitions under her belt in 2025 thus far, concerns are mounting about her readiness for major events. Nonetheless, Jamaica's sprinting depth remains formidable, anchored by Fraser-Pryce and Shericka Jackson. Looking forward, the upcoming relay competitions will determine qualification for this year's World Championships. The Jamaican contingent, bolstered by veterans like Fraser-Pryce and Jackson, remains a gold medal favorite. Even with uncertainties surrounding Thompson-Herah, the squad's talent and experience make it a force to be reckoned with. In the end, the Müller Games offered a vivid demonstration of why the 4x100m relay captivates fans worldwide. The blend of teamwork, unpredictability, and moments where legends rise to the occasion. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce's anchor performance was far more than a race. It was a statement of enduring dominance. As the 2025 season progresses, audiences everywhere will watch eagerly to witness the next chapter of the Mommy Rocket story.